It's the Media Chatroom, and we're back with some blazing hotlines. And the hotlines that we talking about today is no other than P. Diddy. He also an ex-freak-off worker have been identified, and we're going to tell you all about them. Now, the videos that have resurfaced are from 5 years ago. And guess what? Everything that he said in this video is everything that Cassie has stated in her lawsuit against P. Diddy that was settled. Just in case anybody was still wondering why he settled so quickly. So in today's video, we're going to learn all about Mr. Jonathan Diddy and how exactly did these videos resurface after 5 years. But y'all, before we get into that, make sure you like and share this video with everyone that you know. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you can become an official Chatty Patty lover. And I promise you're going to love it here. And make sure that you turn on your notification bell so that you know when we drop our next video. And make sure that you check out some of our memberships so that you can see what kind of exclusive content we'll be creating. Now y'all, let's get into it. Okay y'all, so Diddy has been in hot water and I don't think he's coming out no time soon. Because as the days go by, something else is resurfacing. And in today's video, you'll be seeing a video of a man named Jonathan Diddy. And allegedly, according to him, he's an ex-worker of Sean and Cassie. And y'all already know Sean is Diddy. This video was recorded 5 years ago, on May 18, 2018 to be exact. And he's in an interrogation room with Florida Department of Law Enforcement. He was actually an identified gunman at the Trump Doral Hotel in Miami after he draped the customer counter desk off with American flag and took over the lobby shooting at the chandelier. The actual interview is about 35 minutes long. However, we kind of just condensed it so that you can listen to the P. Diddy section. And based off hearing the entire interview, it sounded like he did this act so that he can warn Donald Trump about the plans that the Illuminati had for him. Now, like I told y'all, this video recording actually happened May 18, 2018, and it was actually posted onto Real World Police YouTube channel 3 years ago, and it was brought to light by Tisa Tell. She's the one, to my knowledge, who should be credited for bringing the interview to light. Now, y'all, Jonathan Diddy is a Trump supporter, so his reasoning for going in and shooting in one of his hotels is so that he can warn Donald Trump what the Illuminati plans is for him, like I told y'all. So during his interview with the special agents, he has to run down everything as to what it is that he's trying to say and where is he getting this information that he needs related to Donald Trump. So he has to go back in time and start talking about how he was an SEX slave for Diddy and Cassie, and how when he used to have SEX with Cassie, Sean, which is how he's referred to him in the video, master, to him during his session, which was something that she described in her lawsuit complaint. And while he have encounters with them, he hear Diddy because Diddy talks on the phone and on the speaker and all these other kind of things handling business. Therefore, he heard and was privy to a lot of information. And during these escapades, he ended up contracting the herpes, in which he ended up suing Diddy and having to sign an NDA because Diddy and his lawyers was very concerned that he would be exposed. Now, Jonathan Diddy said that he actually had footage of the encounter. However, as a part of his NDA, he had to release them, but he still did have some information. However, he think that he destroyed it because he felt like the CIA and all these people are after him. Therefore, anything that he had on the day of committing this crime, he ended up destroying. He also mentions that Diddy sent Rick Ross to threaten him after signing that NDA, and how he was never able to say anything because Diddy and his lawyers are trying to have him painted as an extortionist. And y'all, he didn't just stop there talking about the actual encounters that he had with Diddy. He also went in to mention that Diddy smuggles in drugs through Ciroc by way of private jet and yacht. And y'all know we have to already say alleged. Y'all listen to this.
You have what's called the Illuminati.
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 Illuminati. Okay.
Yeah, Illuminati.
Okay.
How do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay, I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist. Okay, you my brother, so I like black people. Okay. I had settlement with Sean, okay, and he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes. Ben Mercedes worked for Bad Boy Entertainment for 4 years and worked for Hillary Rodman for 5. Okay, when I take Sean the threat of death on me, okay, I don't have it, but I can make it available under secrecy. That means that I wouldn't be liable because I don't want to be getting framed for anything, okay? I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a sex slave. Okay, for them that's what I was. That's all. All right. I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. But they did. Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes were his attorneys, okay? And Christopher Leon's here was my attorney. They asked me to turn in that, which was the video recording, and I did so. They gave it back to me accidentally, and it's possible, I threw everything out, it's possible I can produce a copy.
Gotcha.
It's possible, I'm not sure. My settlement put me in a box. Basically, I couldn't talk because otherwise I'll be sued. So I let it be, but they've been following me, and they've had, Mark Garrett has had the FBI on me, has had other agencies looking at me and spying on me, okay, because they want to set me up as an extortionist, like if I was extorting Sean for money. It's wrong. Basically what happened is, Diddy and Ross, which they're good buddies, okay, they're gay.
Who?
Both Diddy and Ross and Khaled, they're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross,
Yeah.
and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay.
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Hamas. Yeah. Gotcha.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter. Okay.
Right.
Basically, he's Arab, Palestinian. Okay. The Ciroc agenda, okay, is basically binge drinking poured out on a yacht. They promote binge drinking and drugs.
Gotcha.
The hip-hop agenda was laid out by Obama during his last presidencies purposely. That's why they had Tupac killed, because when they killed him, you gain fame. When your record sales go up, and then people listen to your lyrics and everything, and then you become famous, okay? That's how they do it, all right? Tupac's still alive.
Yeah.
He's in Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what happens is the following. The hip-hop agenda is an agenda to move drugs all over the United States. You need to inform the DEA. They move all the dope, okay, on private jets, which don't get screened by
customs.
By DEA.
Okay.
Inside the United States, okay. They move what's called high-grade powdered MDMA. They move cocaine, and they move liquid cocaine in their bottles too. Okay, so they put the liquid cocaine in the bottles and they move it. I've seen the liquid cocaine, I've drank it myself, having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time. Alright, he calls it G-Juice, but it's liquid cocaine. I'm 42, I've been through all my life, I've had a great life. I've settled $4.125 million with Diddy. Okay, but he's scared that I was going to expose him.
I don't want to talk about Diddy right now. I want to talk about you.
Yes, I have a good friend, a breakfast buddy. His name is Luis David Gonzalez. And we go to the gym every day. He has nothing to do with what happened Thursday. Though he's a witness, he's gotten shot at by them, and he's a witness that Ross came and threatened me at my house post-settlement. After we settled, Diddy sent Ross, and I asked him to go see if that was Ross and confirm his identity.
So Gonzalez, he can back up what you're saying about P. Diddy and Ross and all that? Okay, all right.
The feds have been harassing him. The feds.
They
have a big file of me like this, the feds. Since because P. Diddy and Mark Garagos have been trying to set me up and lock me up as an extortionist, asking for money. It was not so. My settlement was breached, and my settlement terms is one was called peaceful enjoyment. That means that if I went to your house or I did something, you'd have to pay me the full amount back and forth.
I get all that.
So I've been going through that since like 2012 still.
All right, and Gonzalez knows about that. You talked to him about that kind of stuff?
I talked to him alone because he's the only one that knows since the beginning. Gotcha. And then my ex-wife, she knows he saw the contract. She has a contract, a picture of the contract. Talking to China. You need to call her and ask her for a copy of the settlement agreement.
Okay, all right.
So y'all, his tea was very hot. And it's coming up and being resurfaced because everything that he stated in this interrogation 5 years ago was the same things that Cassie listed in her complaint last month. So is that a coincidence? This video also goes to show that victims are going to the police departments. However, they're not doing anything about it, which then prompts them to go through the civil litigation system. Now, I know y'all could not see the entire interview because I did condense it down like I said. However, everything in this interrogation room is going over the special agent's head because they think that this man is crazy and he don't have no idea what he's talking about. Because he's putting all this information together and packaging it as Illuminati, which a lot of people believe to be a conspiracy theory. And on top of that, he's dressed in a hospital nightgown. So the whole depiction looks a little distorted. In which, y'all, he's in the hospital nightgown because during the shooting, he ended up getting shot and he had to go to the hospital. And this is how he was released, I'm assuming. Now, during the interview, he's also mentioning a lot about the lawyers, and they have a lot to do with it because as being a part of the Illuminati, he's saying that they are protecting Diddy because they work for the higher up. So y'all, at this point, he's scared because he feel like he's being followed and there's a lot of things that's threatening his life. And at this point in the interrogation room, he says that he feels relieved that he's not actually able to say it because he also thinks that they're going to take this information to the DEA so that they can start to investigate some people. Now, what makes this even more interesting is there was this clip that came out with Mark Curry, who is a former bad boy artist, who also says that whenever they would go to some of these Diddy parties and there were coded alcohol bottles, which was used to drug women.
Yo, let me tell you something. We used to go in the club. We go into the nightclub, right? And we go and get to the VIP. All of these girls come around the VIP and they just be standing there. And like, let me tell you something, man. I'm going to get back with you. We got to rewind this back. We used to go to when we go to the club, we used to have these bottles, right? And on this bottle, they be regular Moet bottles. On them bottles right there, they've been to have something to make the girls be real slippery and all of this kind of stuff. So when you get up, they be like, don't touch them bottles right there and only drink them bottles right there. So we already knew what the drill was. You just don't mess with them bottles, right?
And it also supports the claim of Diddy's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, who states that people go to the police, however, the information never leaves the station. And y'all, it kind of also supports some of the pictures that 50 Cent has posted of Rick Ross and Diddy. Because 50 Cent did start trolling Rick Ross again after he had a problem with Charlamagne saying that 50 Cent was a diabolical genius.
I'll tell you why 50 is literally a diabolical genius. And he's first of all, you can read 48 Laws of Power and all of that stuff like that. You can read The Art of War by Sun Tzu, but it got to be in you. 50, he posts Diddy reportedly takes temporary leave as chairman of Revolt amid sexual assault lawsuits. 50 says, I'll buy that from you, Playboy, for the low, because you know Cadillac and AT&T going to pull out.
Those are the sponsors, I presume?
Yes. I'll give you a few dollars for it now. Sell it to me, then we can be friends. I'm serious. Call my phone. Why do y'all think that was a genius thing to post?
He's basically telling Cadillac and AT&T to pull out?
And telling people who the sponsors are. So if they want to harass Cadillac and AT&T, that'll happen.
And once the money comes out,
it's a wrap.
Now, Rick Ross didn't like that statement made about Diddy. So here's his response to Charlamagne.
Charlamagne referred to 50 Cent as a diabolical genius. And me, you know, thinking the way I think of Charlamagne, he would know better than that. A diabolical genius doesn't file foreclosure, doesn't file bankruptcy, it's not a diabolical genius. A diabolical genius for my next generation of young bosses. They buying Delta. They buying the Miami Heat. They making big boy moves. Cracking jokes on somebody don't make you diabolical, because if that's made you diabolical, I would be diabolical for calling DJ MBD pickle paddle pickle. That shit ain't diabolical. Nigga, having a little fun. Get to the money. Did money make you diabolical? That's what make you diabolical, Charlamagne.
So then 50 Cent put up this post showing Rick Ross and Diddy kissing. Well, not actually kissing, but close enough to where their lips could probably touch and they could be seen as gay. So maybe they could have some rumors floating around in the industry which supports what Jonathan Odie said about Diddy and Rick Ross being gay. Y'all, again, we do have to say alleged because none of this has been confirmed to be true. We are just reporting and commentating on information that has been put out there on the internet, which again can be seen to support the information that was put out by Jonathan Odie 5 years ago because he was in attendance of these private parties. Now, Chatty Patties, y'all already know it's time to get in those comments. Let me know what y'all think about all this information that is continuing to come out about Diddy. Do you think that this resurfaced video from 5 years ago supports the claims that was listed in Cassie's lawsuit? And could this have been one of the reasons why Diddy settled with Cassie so fast, because she actually could have a witness? And what do you think about his statements in regards to the hip-hop agenda? How Ciroc was being used to funnel drugs into the U.S.? Does the stories that Mark Curry told 2 weeks ago to Art of Dialogue, does that support anything that was said during the interrogation of Jonathan Odie? And what's your thoughts on crimes being reported to the police but not being brought into the public or investigated? In these instances, are civil lawsuits appropriate? Y'all, let me know all y'all thoughts. And before you leave, don't forget to like this video and share with everyone you know. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you can become an official Chatty Patty lover. And I promise you're going to love it here. And last but not least, make sure that you turn on the notification bell so that you know when we drop our next video. And if you like the content that we're producing, consider becoming a member of our channel, where we'll be providing exclusive content. Now, y'all already know, first thing first, I'm going to be heading to the comments so that I can see what you all had to say. Then it's back to scrub the headlines so that we can bring you the next video. That's going to be all for now. Until next time. Bye-bye.